What's going on? You just tuned in to Woo Back Thursdays with Full Court Entertainment with your boy GQ Tuesday. As always, make sure you like, subscribe. I got my boy with me, Ace the GOAT. But what is he the GOAT really of? And I got my boy with me, Sneaky Sam. Don't trust him because he always gonna pull some shicey trades up there in the fantasy. So go on here and tell us what you think about Game 1, Miami versus Celtics, Sheldon. Because we had somebody in the comments call me a crackhead for saying Miami could win the series, and we seen last night that I am not a crackhead for that take.
He didn't call you a crackhead.
No, he did. He did.
No, he called you a crackhead in the comments.
Yeah.
You said like smoking crack or something, right?
He said you smoking crack.
But low-key, the Celtics proved yesterday that they are the better team. But as we all know, they make mistakes. They made a lot of dumb mistakes because they had a 12-point lead going in the third quarter.
13.
13-point lead. I think it was 12 or 13-point lead. And then Joe Mazzulla didn't call a timeout when it was a 9-0 run. I saw it pop up on the screen. It said 9-0 run. I was like, call the timeout. What does he do? He just keeps it going down. I'm like, bruh, come on. Like, you got to call a timeout, bro. You see the Heat are on this run. You got to stop the momentum. Nope, he lets them play out. They take the lead in the third quarter. They never look back. They got punched in the mouth in the third quarter. Never recovered, bro. And the Heat, they took some big shots. Like every time they got it close to probably like 4 or 6 points, somebody hit a three. I'm like, damn, like y'all gonna get a stop. And Jimmy Butler, he creates so much. He drove to the paint one time. They double teamed him under the basket. Bam was wide open for a layup. It's like there's nothing you can do. Or a 3-point shooter is wide open.
Yeah,
it's a problem. But Celtics just made some dumb mistakes. They turned the ball over. And Jason Tatum got to be more aggressive. You can't not shoot. You can't shoot the ball in the fourth. You're the best player. After you just had that legendary game, we just hyped you up saying you had a legendary game, one of the best game 7s ever. And you don't do nothing in the fourth. You had overall you had a good game, but in the fourth quarter where it matters, you didn't do anything. You only scored 6 points, and that was just all free throws. And then he traveled twice. I don't know what that was.
Back.
Back to back. I don't know what that was. But he has to be more aggressive. And Jaylen Brown, every time I looked up, Jason Tatum wasn't asking for the ball. They'll go down court, give it to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown couldn't get separation from nobody. Then they'll pass it to him, and then he'll just turn the ball over. They did that like twice. And it's like, we can't do that. You can't do that. You have to be more aggressive.
What you got, Ace? What you got? I'm not sure you got a little bit more. Got a little bit more.
No, I'm just saying, like with that, I just felt like you gotta let Jaylen Brown get his shine and whatnot too. Like, I feel like that's where he was going with that. As far as just not calling for the ball for him, but I feel like that game really came down to who really wanted it more. And like Sheldon said, Boston make a lot of mistakes, and Miami just converted on that. Boston is the better team, but yeah, Miami converted on that. They had 12 steals. To what?
Jimmy had 6 of them.
Jimmy had 6 of them. But can we count on that momentum to keep going? Can we count on Miami to keep doing that though? I feel like Boston isn't going to correct themselves for real.
I'm so ready. Let me know.
It was a slim win. Even with all that, it was a slim win still.
You think so? I disagree. I think a lot of things showed. A lot of gaping challenges showed. But if you got more, I won't cut you off. Keep going.
No, go ahead. All
right. So for me, I saw a lot of issues and problems that previously presented themselves with the Celtics. Honestly, one being coaching. I didn't want to really say too much to negatively impact Joe Mazzulla because it's his first time as a head coach. And now you just want to give a guy a chance, just like the Ime gave a chance. But it's looking like he is not truly ready to be a head coach. I'm going to say, honestly, the timeout and his lack of offensive offensive strategy and ability to really get these guys to get a set play. And honestly, he got outcoached by Eric Spoelstra, one of the top 5 coaches in the league right now. He's a legendary coach. He is. And Eric Spoelstra simply outcoached him. And I think in that third quarter, you not calling that timeout. I know, like this is not 2K. It ain't 2K where you could just try to let it ride out and stop them. You gotta kill a momentum. Because honestly, the crowd, Boston went dead. TD Gardens was lit. They were lit and excited with just a 10-point lead. And you got Miami coming out there killing you, running you. And he didn't call a timeout. That's a mistake. And then, honestly, that fourth quarter, trying to play offense through Jaylen Brown when you should have forced Tatum to get the ball, feed him, turning Jaylen Brown into the primary scorer and Jason Tatum being the screen setter. That's a mistake. That is a mistake. I know we had our conversation in a group chat about Jaylen Brown being good enough to maybe replace Chris Paul to lead that Suns team to a championship. This is what I say. This is what I say to that. Jaylen Brown is a great 2 or 1B. But in that situation, you need to get the ball to Tatum. And he didn't do that. They tried to play through Jaylen Brown, and it was horrible. It was atrocious. Miami offense went dead and dry. And we seen Miami, they were missing it. But that's the thing about Miami. Miami has a resilience that the Celtics do not have. When the Celtics mess up, they don't fight back to come from it. The Heat could be down 20, 22. They aren't giving up. Just like the Lakers, they're down 20, 22. They don't give up. They're going to fight back, get back in the game. Miami fights. The Celtics, when they make mistakes, they're down and out. I don't know if it's not close enough for them to actually get back in and seal a game, they're not going to fight back from 20 and win. Now, if it's within 10, 12, they'll do it. But Miami can be down 30. They're going to fight. They're going to stay in there. So I just want to point out that, like, with that game, we got Kevin Love with just 8, 2 threes. Jimmy Butler, 2 threes. 30, we had 8, 35, 20, 15, 15, 15. That's amazing. Even with Boston, you still got Malcolm Brogdon, 19. Derek White, 11. I don't think Derek White has another 11 again. I don't. I think it doesn't happen consecutively. I don't think you're not going to get Robert Williams 14 again. They're going to cut that. See, they were able to play through Bam. They were able to play through Bam in the beginning. And when you clogged Bam up, you took Bam out of the game. It was like bait. It was like Joe fell for the fucking bait. Soon as you tried to fucking take Bam out the game, Jimmy came and said, got him. And we seen it. But that's what I got. I think Miami has more fight in them. I think Boston is trying to get by on talent. I don't know. That's what I got. And I talk too much. What you think, bro?
The Heat, the Celtics will lose this series because of them, not because of the Heat. If they just keep making dumb mistakes, they'll lose. Like I said, they turned the ball over at crucial times and let the Heat get back in the game. If they would have played good basketball, that game would have been over. It's just simple as that. Jimmy Butler, he played like how he been playing all postseason. He was a great defender. Like you said, yeah, 6 steals. And it's like they had like 12 steals. Boston only had 6 steals, and they turned the ball over 15 times, but they didn't score off the points off turnovers. But that's what the Heat did. I feel like the Heat, when they got the ball, when they stole the ball from the Celtics, they scored off them buckets. You take advantage of that, because in the paint, bro, Boston killed them in the paint, 62-40. They killed them in the paint. So you can't blame on that. Honestly, the game, like if you look at stats wise, the game was even throughout. If you just look at it, it was even throughout. It's just Boston just got punched in the mouth in the third quarter, couldn't recover. But everybody will make adjustments. And then, bro, every time they did the switch and put Malcolm Brogdon on Derek White, Jimmy Butler killed him every time. Couldn't do nothing about that, bro. There's nothing you can do. And I think Joe Mazzulla has to figure something out. You can't have a small guard on him. And another thing, I think they got to play Grant Williams. I don't know why he doesn't play anymore. I think he needs to play. I understand like his offense is a little but he can spread the floor because he's an okay 3-point shooter. He's decent, and he's a decent defender too. I think he needs to play more. Not Peyton Pritchard. I know you want to get some offense going, but in this series, you might have to play Grant Williams. Nothing against Peyton Pritchard. He's a good player, but I think you need to play Grant Williams more.
Yeah,
he just took, like I said, they just took advantage of the Celtics' mistakes. You know, everybody will make adjustments.
You think Joe Mazzulla is going to be able to make the right adjustments, or you think he's going to make another mistake again?
I mean, I think he's going to make the right adjustments, but he's been doing it all playoffs. He hasn't called timeouts like in the crucial times when you need to. I think that's still going to continue, but I think he'll make the adjustments that are needed.
I don't know. That may be coming from the players too. Sometimes maybe the players think that they can ride that shit out.
Nah, if you're the coach and you call timeout, everybody gonna come to the huddle. You ain't just gonna wave them off.
Exactly.
So that's up to the coach.
But I'm just saying, like, oh yeah.
You can't wave. The coach got the fun. That's why he in charge.
I mean, like wave them off, but
you can't wave the coach calling timeout. You can't wave that shit off.
You have all the timeouts for a reason.
You can wave the playoff, but you ain't waving no damn timeout off.
Jason Tatum got to be more aggressive, bro. Like Jaylen Brown played. I mean, he was. I think he was like 8 for 21, only 22 points. That's terrible. That's bad. I ain't gonna lie.
What do you think about them? Did you not notice that they turned Jason Tatum into the screen setter and trying to play through Jaylen Brown? What did you think about it?
I didn't. I mean, you're not supposed to do that. Jason Tatum is your best player, bro. I know people always talk about Jaylen Brown. I know it's just one game. But everybody talk about Jaylen Brown. The gap between him and Jason Tatum is like kind of small. It's not. Jason Tatum is the better player. If you want to say Jaylen Brown's a better defender, more athletic, fine by me.
But Jason
Tatum is the better player. He showed it all this time in Boston, this playoffs. He needs to be more aggressive. You can't let your best player just basically set screens in the fourth quarter. And I think he should have. I'm not saying he should have played the whole fourth quarter, but I was looking at it as like, why is he not in the game at this time? He needs to come back in the game.
I did say that too. He took Jason Tatum out the game during the fourth. That didn't make sense.
So I was like, you gotta keep him in. This is no time to play. You're basically 8 wins away from a championship. This is no time to be doing stuff you do in the regular season. You have to play them. Not playing them get you nowhere. They'll make adjustments though. They'll make their adjustments.
I don't know. I don't think Joe Mazzulla is going to make the right adjustments. I think it just makes more sense, like from the basketball guy's perspective, that like Boston ain't gonna get back there, huh?
I said, cut him some slack, bro. He a rookie coach going up against future Hall of Fame coach Eric Spoelstra right now.
I don't care. Just like I don't care. You ain't got time for slack, bro. It's a 7-game series and you're down 1. You ain't got time for no motherfucking slack. It's time to get it done, and I don't think you're gonna get it done. I put my money on Miami because I don't trust Joe Mazzulla. I don't trust him. I don't think bro gonna get it done simply for the fact he keep making the same mistakes over and over. That offense looks horrible. The pick and roll looks terrible. I don't know how many possessions y'all saw out there, but they playing 1v5. And I don't think Marcus Smart got another 11 assists in him. What y'all think? You putting that on your FanDuel ticket, Sheldon?
Marcus Smart 11 assists?
Yeah.
Not maybe double digits. I think he gets 7 or 8.
Shit, fuck you talking about. I don't think
he was the point guard. He was the point guard yesterday. And
for some reason, I don't know.
I forgot who said it, but somebody said I think it was Paul George. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. He said they have to play through, like they have to give more offensive plays to Marcus Smart. Somebody said, I forgot who it was. I saw it like earlier today.
I'm gonna say this, bro. They offense look better when they got Malcolm Brogdon run the play for them. Like Malcolm Brogdon is the smarter. I think he's not too much smarter than Marcus Smart, but I think he makes better decisions in crunch time. Marcus Smart panics. He panics a lot when it get late in the shot clock. Malcolm Brogdon stays smart, stay cool, calm, collected. I think the play runs better when it's Brogdon making a decision to go here, you do this, you do that. Smart, I think sometimes he try to go for a bailout flop offensively when it get late in the clock and he ain't got none cooking. But I don't know. What y'all think? Will y'all want to just hop on to this Nuggets Lakers? Because that's the Celtics offense to me. Goodness. I don't understand.